The love story of Eros and Pcyhe.
In Greek mythology, love has the highest praise. Pcyhe, meaning soul in Greek, was an impressive mortal girl surpassing in beauty, even the goddess of love Aphrodite. Her beauty was so well known that men from all over the land would visit her to admire her beauty. This made Aphrodite extremely jealous and decided to punish Pcyhe. She ordered her son Eros, the god of love, who could make someone fall in love by hitting them with his arrows, to make Pcyhe fall in love with the vilest and despicable creature who walked through on earth.
However, when Eros gazed upon Pcyhe, he fell in love with her himself. He could not carry out his mother's order, and instead, he remained silent. The years went by, and despite her beauty, Pcyhe could not marry. All men admire her godly beauty, but then would go on and marry another. Her parents decided to go to Delphi and ask for guidance from Apollo. The oracle said that Pcyhe had to dress in black, climb a high mountain alone and stay there. Then a winged serpent would come for her and take her as his wife.
Pcyhe and her parents had no choice but to follow God's words. As she was waiting alone on the mountain, shaking, crying, the fresh wind of Zephyrus raised her and traveled her through the sky to the gates of magnificent castle. There, a sweet voice greeted her and made her feel like home. Love cannot live without trust. Every night, Eros would come in the dark and lie beside her. Without seeing him, Pcyhe could feel that he was not a monster, but loving a husband she has always been wishing for. The following days passed in full of joy, and Pcyhe was very happy. However, she missed her family so much and felt sorry for them. He asked Eros to let her see them, and he granted her wish, after warning her not to be influenced by them, otherwise the relationship will be destroyed and she will suffer a lot.
The next day, her two sisters carried the wind, arrived at the palace. They felt jealous of her sisters living like a goddess, and told her that her husband did not allow her to see him because he was the monster the oracle had mentioned. This idea overwhelmed the mind of Pcyhe, who could not understand why her husband would not show his face. She decided a plan. She decided that when Eros fell asleep next to her, she will not light a candle to see him. If he is a monster, she will kill him with her knife. If he is a monster, she will kill her with her knife. Otherwise, she will fall back to sleep. And she did not. But after seeing his face, a drop of heat of oil fell from the candle and woke Eros up.
He immediately left her, saying with a broken voice, "Love cannot live without trust." Pcyhe was really sorry and sad, and she could not find Eros anywhere. Desperate, she appeared to his mother, goddess Aphrodite, and asked for her help. Aphrodite told her that in order to reunite with her loved one, she would have to carry out 3 impossible tasks. With the help of nature and others, she managed to complete all the tasks and returned to Aphrodite. Despite her success, Aphrodite got angry with her and yelled the poor girl that she would never let her go.
Witnessing all this, the other gods of Olympus sent Hermes to tell Eros everything that has happened. Eros was touched by Psyche's love, and returned to her. From that day on, the couple lived happily ever after. As a wedding gift, Zeus allowed Pcyhe to taste the drink of the gods, ambrosia, making her immortal. Aphrodite was also happy because now that Pcyhe was immortal, the men would forget about her and worship once again and the true goddess of beauty. Guys, what is the story all about?
The story tells beautiful fairy tale of the only mortal love affair of the god of passion and desire. So what else do you want to add more?
In addition, the story was all about the myth of Eros and Pcyhe, Eros, who was one of the son of Aphrodite, the personification of intense love and desire, and who was depicted to throw arrows at the people for them to fall in love with each other. While Pcyhe was a beautiful maiden, personifies the human soul. In fact, she is the symbol of the soul personified by passions and misfortunes, and who inherit the eternal happiness.
So in the story, we can see the perseverance of a man even when he is possessed by passion, and the effort of a woman to overcome many obstacles in order to achieve the happiness of love.
Do you know what, guys? We define that love differently, and sometimes it depends how we feel. Universe perhaps forbids the love that we have. However, if it is love, then it stays, because we all deserve a love that stays, not a love that comes back, right?
Yes.
Just like this beautiful love story of Eros and Pcyhe, which highlights that love cannot live without trust.
But it is hard to choose between two important things. A bubble of questions may grow. How willing are you to take the risk? If it doesn't hurt you, that is not love. There may be an event where they both fell into a dilemma. It's always a matter of choice. Go for it if it doesn't make you feel worthless. Love is only to those who are brave.
So the realization of the story of Eros and Pcyhe is that beauty is about contentedness, and we should not let our insecurities take over us, just like Aphrodite, because we are all unique and we are so much loved.
So in addition to the realization, what Eros teaches us is without trust there can be no love. So if ever, if you have loved ones or if you are in a relationship, no matter what happens, if you have trust to that person, so love will make stronger. Just like to those person who are involved in LDR relationship, they are kanang they love most of them nga dili maglong last kay it is because wa sila trust sa ilang loved ones, sa ilang partner. So naa say uban nga bisag layo sila, so naa gyapon usa ka butang nga maka-connect ra gyapon nila. So that's all.
So in other words, love is all about risking ourselves.
Yes.
And take those as a challenge to commit na kung love jud nimo, so ipaglaban nimo.
Oh yes.
Before we end this podcast, we would like to share with you a phrase from the story of Eros and Pcyhe.
No love cannot live without trust.